People ask me if I'm studying the diploma because I want to work in the wine industry. At this point, I'm not sure. For now, I'm doing the diploma for the same reason that someone climbed a mountain, because it's there. Today, I'm walking through the vines at Stockman's Ridge Wines with Jonno, the owner and viticulturist. I'm revising where the grapes are in the growth cycle, bunch closure or not, planted out rows, grafting, replacing vines with layering, and just how hard Pinot Noir is to grow.
Are you guys all big wine drinkers? Do you know much about wine?
Ask me after the diploma, Jonno. For now, what can you tell me about Pinot Noir?
So you'll see here we're at bunch closure, which means that anything we spray now won't penetrate inside the bunches. So if we get lots of rain or mildew, or if we've got disease or bacteria inside our bunches, they will rot from the inside out.
A lot of people think I'm just learning how to serve wines and make recommendations for food. In fact, it's more about plant biology and geology of the soils. It's all these things working together that gives wine its unique flavour and taste.
We have vetch, we have field peas, so we're taking the carbon from the air and we're putting it into the soil. The way you grow soil is from roots going deeper, and then they will continue to break down and your soil gets deeper going down. It doesn't come from mowing and slashing. We also use fertigation, so we fertilise. We want it to penetrate the soil. If there's grass in the way, I'm just fertilising grass.
Fertigation is the technique of supplying dissolved fertiliser to vines through an irrigation system. It gets the fertiliser where it's needed most with less wastage.
We don't spray certain things down here at this time. These guys don't do bunch closure. They're very well separated, lots of gaps. So if I was to spray this for any disease, the spray will penetrate into the bunch.
Not all grape varieties achieve bunch closure like Pinot Noir. Bunch closure is where the grapes press up against each other tightly as they grow and ripen, so airflow is restricted and mould and disease can fester if not treated quickly.
You'll see here, this is the graft, mated with an American rootstock. So the grafting union is just here, and so these are our shoots. This is Cabernet Franc, and so this is 2 years as well.
Well, you need to be patient to be a viticulturist. 2 years in, and there's another 2 years before this vine will give Jonno some fruit that he can use.
A bit of lignification coming through. Lignification is where the stem will start to change colour, start to go woody. This will be the new cane that will be layered. A huge amount of fruit in here. There's another one, so there's one there. And that will probably double in size.
Double in size?
Yeah.
Is this loaded up and like the Pinot Noir?
No, so these will be ready about a week after the Pinot.
Grünefeldliner, Austria's signature grape, is not common in Australia, but Orange's high altitude and cool climate make it feel at home. But back to the lesson. Planting a new vine by the layering method.
You can sort of see what we've done here. What we've done is we've taken this vine, we've taken a cane. We want to have 3 of these bud joins underneath the ground, and then we bring the vine up. So this entire vine that you can see here and all this growth is actually taking nutrients from this vine. Underneath here we have a piece of wire wrapped around this. That means sap flow goes one way and doesn't go back. And in 3 years' time, we can sever this and this will be its own standalone vine. But all this fruit that we're seeing here, this was done over winter. This is 1 year old. Is a new vine. This variety is a lot more susceptible to disease.
Layered vines don't have the Phylloxera resistant American rootstock, so they're at risk. Fortunately, Phylloxera isn't an issue in Orange.
And what you can see here is we've got some secondary flowering occurring. So this is why we also hand pick. So this is a grape bunch that's flowering. Back in about 8000 BC, grapevines were male and female, and about less than 1% were hermaphrodites.
I also learned about secondary flowering where grape bunches flower again. Hermaphrodite vines with both male and female components can self-pollinate with just a warm day and a light breeze. I learned best by doing. Thanks, Jonno, for the lessons. It was great to see layering vines up close. Fortunately for me, getting ahead of the study is not too difficult. My family are not part of the wine industry but live in the Orange wine region in New South Wales, Australia. Access to incredible viticulturalists and winemakers like Jonno is at the doorstep. I'll be posting more on socials as the diploma continues, and I hope that you'll follow along.